Everybody's hands up all at once.
If you have a question, come up and get through something. Oh, Grayson or Linda.
That guy back there. We'll have to get you again later, buddy. That would be you.
Oh, go ahead.
Have I got enough presents?
We'll try to get back to you, buddy. Okay. I promise. You're right in front of us. You can whisper to us.
So Jason, I was wondering, since you've known
Jason?
What's Jason? And you're like, oh, of course it's me.
No, Austin St. John's name was Jason Geiger, and they changed it to Austin St. John.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
too many Jasons, and it has to go happen.
And then they said, oh, Jason, that was a wonderful name. We should call this character Jason. So we took it away from it.
Jason David Frank, I was wondering, for all the Power Rangers you've been in, from Dino Thunder to Turbo, from Morphin and Zeo, which one was the most, like, workout demanding, and which one just had to put more acting hours into it?
Well, all of them were a lot of acting hours into it, but I realized the other day that I was like the only Ranger in history that actually had a fight scene in my costume, because I fought Jason in the Dark Dimension, so I had to wear the helmet and had to do it all, and they didn't allow us because of, like, you know, film purposes. You can put helmet heads over here and film out a costume over here at the same time, and it'll be quicker. But I would say the green, because I did fight. I was the only guy that really put on the helmet. So when people come up to us, they're like, hey, how does it feel to breathe? We just, other actors don't know, and I forgot myself that I did that fight scene with, you know, Jason in the Dark Dimension. So
How was that?
yeah, well, it was like, I know, people are like, oh, cosplayers, like, welcome to my world. I mean, I think, you know, I wear it at home, just my helmet.
Something weird. Yeah, you know.
Just run around, just my helmet.
Take it, son.
Okay. All right. Thanks, you come up and grab a free gift, man.
Over there.
For free.
Hi, I only have one question for JDF, and every time when you go into like fighting in MMA, does
Sorry, take one, dude. You got one? All right.
any of your opponents be like, oh, damn, this is against like me?
Well, here's the thing that I had to think, because I got a lot of pressure. My first fight I didn't really like. A lot of pressure. I had Eugene hooking up, I'm like setting camera shots. I'm like, you know, got someone in the cage who wants to rip my head off. Everyone else wanted to rip my head off at the time. Every time I go to a camp, it's like they want to try to knock out the Green Ranger. They can try, but it hasn't happened yet, thank God. I had to come up with what is that cupcake shirt? Is that Johnny Cupcakes back there? Yeah, alright, sorry. Alright, so there's Johnny Cupcakes. How does the Green Ranger know?
Stay focused, stay focused.
Can't do ADD. So it's either, you know, I have to be win-win. You fight the Green Ranger, either you beat the Green Ranger up, everyone's gonna hate you all. Or you get beat up by a Power Ranger. So one way or another, I'm in a win-win. Don't worry, if you ask an Narvy question, you get a free gift too. I'm just saying, that's what I call a JDF free gift.
I have a question for JDF. Do you like shoes? Wear them? Free gift? Yeah.
I have a question for Mr. Frank.
Yes.
It's kind of like a two-part question. If they ever offered you the chance to be a Power Ranger again, would you accept it?
Well, I did for Megaforce, so I was back in the Green Ranger suit.
Yes.
But yeah, I would. I mean, you know, I want to do the Green Ranger movie. That's what I'm striving. That's what I'm putting out in the universe. There's too many fans that want that movie. Even though I'm the Green Ranger, it doesn't matter. I don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm like kooky. I'm tiny. I'm toony. I'm a little loony. We all are. That's what makes us cool, right? Who cares? I'm not normal. I don't really care. I don't want to be normal. But the Green Ranger has kind of been some like a world icon, and I think he's like the Wolverine X-Men. I don't care what people say. I'm the IGN, like, oh, you're the It's like, it's what it is. I mean, if you want a reunion episode, like Ronnie the Dark.
Well, if they did offer it, would you want to be like a Mighty Morphin when you were a Power Ranger right away? Be the mentor like Mr. Oliver, or would you like to be mentored for the Power Ranger?
I'm not a Power Ranger. I can go back. I might go back and still pull it off. Narvy, behold the viewing globe.
some kind of blood. Okay? Not everyone is Paul.
And then he fell out. Imagine that. If Zoran fell out, you know, I tried texting Zoran one day and he was like, okay. Zoran died, did he? Yeah. What do you mean? Did he die? He died. He lives on it all!
I wasn't even invited to the funeral. No spoiler. We'll ask this young lady right here.
You looked for dead Paul under the seat. You started.
He was not dead. I killed him. Yes. Oh, hi. That was her question.
Thanks for saying my name out, Eugene.
Linda wanted to say Linda. No. Linda's gay. Linda. Linda.
Anyway, I know you probably have already heard this or not, and people are you said that you would fight WWE superstar CM Punk.
Yeah, let's get that going. I love CM Punk. He's a really nice guy. And but he did say in his panel that he would fight me, and you can't say that in the fight world. You can't say that. If you don't mean you would fight me and let's get a contract going, I'd like to do that. I want to spar Anderson Silva for a fundraiser. I don't hear back from anybody. And I'm watching it. If I get a contract, I'll fight him $1. I don't really care.
So, wait. So if I said I'll fight you.
No. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Hey, he's the one that came up and I was signing the other day and I felt the kiss on my cheek because he goes, you know. And I was like, Linda? He's like, no homo.
Okay, to kiss another man amorously not be gay. Let me understand that is fine, but I was not. I just really like to touch you. He smells wonderful. I want to say.
Thanks.
Alright. Where are we now?
I don't know.
I got lost by my
Captain Narvy, how did you feel about being left on Earth while your friends went off into space?
How would you feel? You ever like go to a bar or a restaurant, all your friends are inside eating, you're outside, you're like too stubborn like go in, all you gotta do is walk through the freaking door. How do you think that feels when they're like 5 billion light years away? And then they also have a TV show, you're off in college studying. They're on spaceships, they're like, woo!
There you go, buddy.
What happened to the tiki bar?
See, at least he studies like this. I swear, this is how, when I read, I like go like this. That's why we never did table reads. It was like, we can do that. We had to say battle, 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 grow, 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 win, win, win.
Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's how it went.
Yeah.
Battle, 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 grow, 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 win, win, win.
Not for me.
Tommy, clean it up. Iron State. Huh?
Dear job.
Narvy, how was she? How was she? Like, how was she? What do you got that? You can tell you're all getting older. Would you say that as a little kid? You'd be like,
That's where his son comes from.
she's fine.
Sir, any non-Kimberly related questions? Linda. Oh, wait, Linda.
These are old.
What is the name of Mex's nightclub? Paul asks.
Paul says, tell us a little about how you landed the role and what your first day on set were like.
That's a gift, sir.
It's a gift.
No, never mind.
20 years
Make my-
later. You got a gift. You got 80.
Yeah! Yes, you!
Damn.
One, what's it like being part of the best bromance of the 90s?
Oh, that was from me and Paul. I thought it was you and Steve. Oh, yes. We invented the bromance, bro. Yeah, we did.
You have another question?
Yeah, again for Dr. Narvy.
Yeah.
I can't get over saying that. How has being in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, of all the other seasons you were in, how has that like shaped your career?
Or twisted it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. As a young guy, I mean, I honestly, I was really serious about it. I wanted to be an actor, and I studied. So to be able to get that kind of success at the age of 18 was awesome. It's a double-edged sword, to get success early in life. It certainly typecast me forever, and so, being the comic guy, which I loved and always did love, but, I wanted to be a good-looking guy like this, So they'd send me out on auditions for, like, the funny, wacky guy, and I'd be like, no! But of course, that's because I had gotten the success of Power Rangers, And of course, it's kind of cool now that I'm a college professor because, I'm teaching acting, and Shakespeare. So the acting classes, they listen to me a lot, and they're like, oh, this guy knows, because they're all your ages, They grew up with you, so I'm like, this is what you need to do to act, this is how you set up, it works out well. The Shakespeare, on the other hand, like, dude, you're skull on Hamlet.
Well, Shakespeare's super hard, dude. Like, I give you so much credit. These guys really, as far as acting, and I can tell, they really put the time. I couldn't do Shakespeare. I remember Fiona Apple, the singer, her brother was in class, and we were doing Shakespeare and acting class, and I was so worried about, like, doing these stupid lines, and he said something I just remember throwing papers and get Shakespeare. That's super hard, but I did play Skull in Family Matters. That was my character's name.
Was it?
Yeah.
And you were a bad guy in that.
Yeah, I was a bad guy.
What was that?
It was just, I got beat up by Urkel. But I'm gonna tell you right now, let me tell you, this is how Hollywood works, all right? So I went on set, and they're like, we got a stunt guy for you. I was like, well, I'm kind of like a stunt guy. You hired me, you know what I mean? And get beat up, and they're like, can you take this fall, like just be kicked back and you get a stunt bump? And I'm like, okay, whatever stunt bumps are, you get thousands of dollars, whatever. And then I was thinking I'd do this for free on Power Rangers, man. I jump, turn, you take free good, and then spin around all this stuff. And so anyway, I was doing everything. I'm like, sure, you want me to go through that cabinet? They're like, yeah. I'm like, sure, you want me to flip over that? That's not a problem. They're like, stunt bump. I'm like, sure, I'll do everything. So yeah, it was a good paying show, and it was very just one day got beat up by Urkel, and of course had a goatee, and now people are seeing it. I just like that show.
I think I feel like you get beat up by Billy on a deal.
You guys see it.
Do you remember this? Okay, so it was you and me and Johnny and our ladies, and we were all hanging out, and we went down to Hollywood, and you were driving that giant Suburban, and we went to the Whiskey No-Go, and we found out that Screech.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right. We really, really hated Saved by the Bell because we wanted their demographic. They were the teenagers. We were the little kids. We loved the little kids. We wanted the teenagers. So we heard Lester Diamond was going to be on stage. The three of us like, dude, all we got to do is wait till we get off stage. What the hell's he going to do against the three of us? We're like waiting for him, like, yeah, baby, come on, man, let's go. Come on, let's go. He didn't show up. Yeah,
Screech.
Yeah, it was Screech, yeah. And then I found that
So I went through this corn. I had Systems of a Down. This is where I got my scar and the Band-Aid on the show when I wear the little Band-Aid like Nelly.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody really said what it was from, but I had to wear it because I got mosh pit, and we were jumping in the mosh pit. Someone pushed me from behind, and I hit someone's head, and I was like, your face bleeds. I'm like, who pushed me? And at that time, you could go anywhere you want. Nobody really knew the Power Rangers. The little kids, you can mob the Toys R Us, not at the Whiskey. Bleeding, and I had to get stitches on my face, and I remember going to see Jonathan, and he's like, what happened? I said I was mosh pit, and he's like, what is this mosh pit?